How's it looking? It's being silly. Oh, there you go. It does take it a while sometimes, doesn't it? So yeah. So last time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, a very long time ago, we were finally in court for the whole like Ron Delight case, and Godo's voice is really deep. Let me lower it a little bit more so I'm not fighting with the game volume-wise. I don't remember where we are, so I will probably have to load some things up. And if I get stuck, I will definitely, Ah, yes! We are interviewing Luke Atmey! What jerk. Alright, so... Okay. Now, I want to look at our, I've already lost some pointage, damn. So, I guess... What do we have? Okay, right, Lordly Taylor, okay. Uh-huh. It's like jogging my memory. Wait, what does it say? Move the night of the crime, okay. One of the treasures of Kurain village. Supposedly priceless, but has no monetary value. Exactly. Sent before the highest emblem's top secret. The priceless work of art, but it wasn't. Yes, we proved that part already. That it was not a priceless work of art after all. Camera data. Warehouse camera went off at around 1 AM. Okay. Damas knocked Atmey out during the crime with a blow to the back of the head, applied directly to the... well, not forehead, huh? Photos of storeroom entrance taken by the camera on the night of the crime. Okay, okay. Written with the fountain pen, black... Oh, yes, he was blackmailed. Right. I think we meet the dude behind this later, if I remember correctly. But apparently I haven't been remembering much correctly. If you guys saw my last videos, I was not remembering anything. So, you know, it goes to show you, even a game with, like, a very, like, heavy storyline, after a few years, you probably won't remember it, so it's just like a brand new game. Okay. And then, I think we have to worry about profiles, don't we? Right. So we got all these peeps. And, this is our defendant. Right here. He's very whiny. Alright, okay, so I think he had said his testimony and we haven't pressed anything yet, so, we will press everything. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. Hold it! So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? What do I press again? Oh, okay. That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. Why penetrating? I was in the basement warehouse, near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So, then you were trying to remain hidden, I take it. Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said they've never spotted the thief at the crime scene before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure on your fidgety head. That is... Ah yes, because you got that good one, Phoenix! In any case... Right. Mask, star to mask. I don't know if I should pronounce the star or not. Is it, like, annoying for me to pronounce? You know what? I should make a poll about this. Is it annoying for me to pronounce star or no? You know what? I will actually make a after I read this. Dancingly descended. From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, oh gosh. Where's my exit going? I suppose. Well, so in actuality, he neither danced or descended. Oh gosh, someone please save me. How is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. Even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and his soft-soled shoes. I hereby W Ace Dunce. Mr. Dunce. Mr. Duncenstein. Tine. Alright, you know what? Yeah, let's... Okay, so, mask. Should I pronounce the star in, what, did I not spell pronounce correctly? The star in mask, star, Manx. Oh, Lord. I am misspelling everything. Forgive my transgressions. Should I pronounce the star and mask star to... yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright, I'm putting a new poll. If you happen to come in here, or if you see anyone new join, let them know to vote in the poll. It's very important. Super important. Super important. Okay. Let's go. He said, just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Right. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask, and that's all I can recall. Well, that's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. Okay. Captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Goldo, do you have a problem with the photo? Do we have a problem with the photo? I'm pretty sure we have a problem with the photo, right? Or did we already prove, like, the brooch wasn't there? Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Alright, let's just press everything. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be that statement we last left. Attacked and knocked unconscious? And you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, so, lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Actually, yes. Well, yeah, I actually have, by a fire extinguisher, so there. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. Bro. You may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then... 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened, and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. Well, so what happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Atmey. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back? But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Why? Why would he tell such an obvious lie? I say being like, yeah, super obvious. Okay, so, blow to the back of the head. We have the camera. Right. So hitting the back of the head, right? Applied directly to the forehead. Okay, right. I think we already proved the brooch thing. Or at least I feel like we did. No, okay, yes, the brooch proves that it was torn off. So he did put up a fight, so he wasn't, like, knocked out right after. Okay. So where do we present this at? Yes. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a sing- Okay. We're gonna present. Hopefully I'm not too early, because that's what usually happens. I present something too early. Okay. Yes. Alright. I'm ready. Let's do this. Mr. Atmey? Could you take a look at this with that, special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind. My arch-nemesis, Mask. Star Damask. Oh yeah, actually, I should check. Do you guys rather I say Mask Star Damask? Oh, I don't want to close it, but sure. How do I check it? They definitely don't make it easy for me. On my end. Oh, crap. Okay. Wait. What am I doing? I don't know. End poll. So did it show? Because I didn't get to see anything. They're like, oh, you have to log in. I'm logged into Twitch! Oh my gosh. Alright, whatever. Well, you know what? I don't know. We'll just keep pronouncing it for now. If someone in chat tells me different, please do. I would really appreciate that. Alright, next. Mask Star Damask. It is, in point of fact, Mask Star Damask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. No. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atmey. Detective Atmey, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. Look, wait, just a moment, sir, old timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, You can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. Might I step off?
Witness, so you're now saying that you and the thief fought?
Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Give me that coffee. Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed.
Oh, wait. Indeed. I understand. Luke Atmey, agree completely. He agrees completely. Oh, we got a new testimony out of him, though. Let me drink my, coffee. Tastes like water. Anyway, fight with the thief.
Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However,
Luke Atmey cannot be easily discombobulated.
Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless.
A true gentleman fights only with his fisticuffs,
but they were not enough.
His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. Murder, she wrote. Starring Angela Lansbury. Anyway,
so in the end, did you catch a glimpse of Master Damask?
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
That can't be good. Judge, please. Sharing time's over. Alright. Time to press every statement. Woo! Yes. So, since I read this on this stream later. So why did you look away from the door anyway?
In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well.
Alright.
The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. And that's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course.
So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Should I ask more questions? Let's ask about the sensor. I don't know. What kind of sensors are you talking about?
There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them.
That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours?
Lordly Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well.
In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Okay.
Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, sir lawyer?
No, I want to ask about the computer now. Can we go back? Actually, hold it. So why did you look away? Yeah. That's why I went to the computer. Okay. Yeah, can you tell me about that, like, old DOS computer that you were using? So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well?
Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Luke Atmey!
In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data.
What's wrong, sir lawyer?
Okay, so he could have manipulated the data. Alright. Yes, let's press this too. What does that mean? Discombobulated.
Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Okay, boomer. Alright, Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
Now I've forgotten. What was I saying?
Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago! Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. Goto's like, you both are dumb. Alright, here we go. What do you mean by weapon from the side?
Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, Luke Atmey, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Okay, so he is talking about the... Oh gosh. I'm gonna butcher this. The... the Shichishito.
So the thief armed himself with a sword, and what about yourself, witness? A true gentleman only fights with his own fists, but they were not enough.
You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities?
But of course, in college, I was second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in this ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask Starter Mask.
This guy's a real piece of work. And then, yeah, that's all she wrote, apparently. Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious? Is that, like, related to bootylicious? Like, I'm not sure.
I assumed the Atmey fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. And that, of course, was checkmate. And my opponent had best to be.
What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? Yeah, let's ask about the Atmey fighting style. So what was this flash of light that blinded you?
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of a woman.
The statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing?
Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick?
There's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Luke Atmey guy, he's definitely hiding something.
But why?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. About the true nature of this detective.
Alright, he was blinded. Okay, so... Okay, so in this statement he talks about the computer. And then in the last statement he talks about, what is it? And that's all she wrote. In this statement he ends up talking about the computer. I mean, not the computer, oh my gosh. He was blinded by the light. So she was moved. Do we have any picture that shows exactly where she is? Okay, so we see the paint was there. Got moved, right. Okay. I think she got moved, but I don't know if we have a picture to prove that. Maybe we should do something with the computer first. So, it went off once around 1 a.m. Does the camera have a flash, is my question. Let me go back one more time. I'm gonna press... I'm gonna ask about his fighting technique. I don't think it's gonna help, but... Yeah, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. Yeah, let's ask about the Atmey fighting stuff, but I really think it's gonna be the camera flashing him in the eye for some reason. that's a trade secret I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you.
That's it? That's the Atmey fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was important. Super important. Of course it's important.
We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Ooh, I'm glad I did that anyway.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk home alone late at night.
What the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
Okay, I think this is what does it. I put my back against the wall. Okay, yes. Oh, he added some more too. Okay, excellent. Where is this, third eye you're talking about?
Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead, if you like.
Why didn't you just say... What? Apply directly to the forehead?
So, lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper.
So, Mr. Atmey got hit on the forehead then. That's what he says, but that contradicts... Oh yeah, this is gonna be easy now. I was trying to, like, make this giant, like, bridge of evidence, and I don't think we're there yet. I got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I.
Well, what do you think, Nick?
Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Luke Atmey guy? He's definitely hiding something. Yeah, we already said that, but why? And about the true nature. Okay, yes. So, we actually have a statement now that will help us. Yeah, I was trying to, I guess, make a mountain out of a molehill, and it was not going to help us. Put my back to the wall to fight, but the beast blow landed upon my third eye. So, we are going to present the evidence that says you were hit right on the forehead, on the back of the head. Yes. Detective Atmey, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
What fun this is, sir lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
I believe this is what you said yesterday?
No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind?
But just now, you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head.
It seems I've made another mistake.
Detective Atmey, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself, words. The calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security.
Geniuses, such as myself, have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong! What? Anyway. To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, okay, hold on. Look, it's not as pretty as that, alright?
Really? Then what is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Words are hard to pronounce.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atmey is no ace detective, will ya? Mr. Atmey is a fake. Okay. I know the answer is this. I think we can do it this early. I think we can. I'm like really like worried now. We can assert this early that it's him, right? Like, or do we need another day to do it? Right. I think you can assert this early on. Let's see, like, how would we Okay, we're gonna say he's Damask, and then we're gonna try, I think with this evidence we can say Ron is actually the security guard. Okay, I think we can say this early on. Here we go. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Is it though? Detective Luke Atmey's true identity is actually Mask Star Damask. Oh, it's time.
Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe, which is so hard, and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure.
That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up the clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a...
Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask Star Damask.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask Star Damask. This security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So, the ace detective is actually a ace thief? Is this true, witness? The mask Sammy is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such an conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Oh, witness, you admitting it.
Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atmey, when you assumed the thief's identity... How? Godot Blend number 102. My personal favorite. Oh.
Mr. Golo!
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. You know, I smell a best-selling novel. And there's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Goldo, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and
I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of a whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Well, it better be hot. Anyway.
Well, Mr. Ryder, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have quickly.
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Atmey looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atmey is in fact Master Mask. Oh no. This is right here. I don't remember. Okay, wait. Let's look at the court record again. Okay. Yeah, how do we prove it's Luke Atmey? That devilish smile of his! Right, that is a great question. Maybe the blackmail letter? But that doesn't prove anything for him. Oh my gosh. Maybe the key card. Opens the KV security CEO's office. Maybe? Oh my gosh. I don't know! I mean, maybe we can, like, chance it. And then if it's wrong, then, let's go. Okay. Has yet to be found. I don't know, like, I don't think we have anything to prove it yet. Should we bluff and say it's right here? Because I'm trying to think. Okay, wait. Okay, can we say... Because I would like to say, like, okay, he had control of the computer files. So, like, he could change that. But am I stretching again? Like, am I stretching too far? We're gonna say this. Oh my gosh. You know what? Save now. We will load if I get this wrong. I'm gonna save scum. Because I actually do not remember at all what is supposed to go here. Proof! Of course I got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. Okay, if this is game over though, I'm gonna load. Man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's a thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you going to just give up and let us lose this?
So you've come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer? Oh no. No, I can't think of a counterattack at all.
Seems the cloud of the suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted, Mr. Goldo. If you have anything further to add, then... Hold it! Who? Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light! What are you doing here?
Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
Oh, phew. I'm glad we said we didn't have it and waste all our points on it.
You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, that's the sacred urn! Nick, it's the urn! Order! You, madam, that urn, where did you find it? Oh, you'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective Luke Atmey. Oh, Desi, you're the best!
Hey, it was in his office. Get wrecked. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atmey? Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Oh, okay.
Ha! Pathetic.
Mr. Godo, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You're still denying that Mr. Atmey was involved?
Before casting aspersions at Detective Atmey, consider the young lady here. Your name's Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct?
Yes? What about it?
Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. Uh-oh. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
Oh, what? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Uh-oh. He's saying red is sus. Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy of we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Miss Delight?
Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people.
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atmey Detective Agency. Oh, well, we saw it. Yeah, sure. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Nick, come on, it should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we?
You're right, I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round and smooth, too.
Yes, it must have been the urn, it must have.
But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Atmey walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was.
You're right!
Ha! Looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. This town is overflowing with lies. There's still a single flickering candle of truth.
Nicky boy.
Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn. Whoops. But maybe I can still testify about it from another angle.
What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet?
Dang. Must be some way. I've got to prove that the urn was actually in the Atmey Detective Agency. Okay. Okay. So... I'll be coming to preliminary. You'll take care of the speckled urn, won't you? Okay, yes. We have evidence. Because it does not look speckled here, right? It just looks like a broken urn. But this has pink splotches all over it, right? Right? So, I mean, that's what we proved, right? I can prove something! Let me! I can prove where the urn was! By the fingerprints on it.
fingerprints, eh? Oh, come on now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was just I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? Okay, I guess we have to say we don't have anything. But I know he says speckle. Like, come on, game. Right. Someone must have left their thing. Okay. The defense proposes that fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Okay, wait, oh no. Okay, wait. Oh no, okay. Okay. It's gonna sound like we're indicting our friend here, but like... I missed it. I'm so sorry. I skipped through it because I thought like it was gonna take me back to the other thing. But like, he wears gloves. So yeah, Ron. And so him not having gloves is gonna prove he wasn't in character. Okay. Let me give you an important piece of advice. The one who keeps a cool head all the way to the game's end is a winner. Let me give you even more important advice, Mr. Wright. You are not going to win this game with that answer. Oh no! Wow, even the judge is making cool, snappy remarks now. Does that mean I was wrong again? Okay, wait. The urn was put in the bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. That means the person I should be fingering is the person who left their prints on the urn yesterday at the Atmey Detective Agency. Oh, me! Oh! Yeah, me! My fingerprints! Yep, yeah, duh. Wow, I can't believe I didn't think of that. It's because I'm thinking of a whole nother part of the case, but I guess, yeah. Right, my fingerprints. Yeah, me. Yeah, present myself. So, what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway?
Mr. Atmey, do you recall the events of, yesterday?
Hey, Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard. Smooth.
Well, hello there.
Right, yeah. Gosh. Okay, I concede though that, like, I was only wrong because I think I'm a step ahead again. So, there we go. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look at the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside.
What? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
Well, that was just...
Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atmey's office. Nope.
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it?
Of course it does.
What did you say?
It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing, and I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atmey Detective Agency. Ha! This blend, Godo blend number 107, I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Okay.
Order! 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 I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. No, you didn't. Oh, what are you saying?
Yeah, I've finally broken him down.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. And here I am, the tragic clown.
This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only mask-starred mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Hope I caught all those hee-hees.
Well, Mr. Godo, what's Mr. Atmey's condition?
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Oh, well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. My eyes are going. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief, and he looks sad. Gosh, dang it.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron D. Light.
Hold it. You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening! The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want! I'm the thief, I tell you! God. So do it! Pronounce me guilty! Please!
I don't know what kind of kangaroo...
No! No! This is before... Wait, this is before... This is before the meme got popular. Like, this game came out.
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but
The true identity of the thief has already been proved. Please, hurry, pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. Now my dog is barking. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Woof. Mr. Goldo, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Ha. Ha. Hey there, Mr. Thief.
Yeah, yes, sir.
If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea of what you mean.
If you are mask-starred mask, then prove it. That's what it means.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to.
He says he'll be happy to, Nick. He says he'll be happy.
I mean, it's kind of cute. He's like 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Now just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail, I swear.
Okay then. Talk. We're all listening. Oh well, let's have a listen to this confession.
God. Mask-starred mask's identity. No, it's fine. Really. The truth is, I've been Masked Stardust all along! I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Masked Stardust, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, like, at all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo, that's me! As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. Well, Luke Atmey could have sure used that testimony. Anyway.
You know, I don't like the direction this trial has taken.
This is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. Ha! Drink.
You're doing great.
Hee hee. Stop it, Mr. Goto. You're embarrassing me.
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Masked Stardust.
Thanks so much, Mr. Goto. I'll do my best.
Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Cross-examination time. Truth is, I've been Masked Stardust all along. You may think you're the real Masked Stardust, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity. I mean, like, believe me, I got my reasons. But the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked, but yeah. I think we can leave it, right? I'm pretty sure we can leave it. No point in digging through anymore. Well, why don't you continue? Oh, no, I actually have to! I do remember this now. Oh, dang it. Okay. Yeah, but the thing is we can prove that he's Masked Stardust. I mean, weren't. He isn't. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Masked Stardust and not just some kind of, like, obsessed fanboy. Hey, now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim. For a change.
Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime.
You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Masked Stardust. Well, I guess if he had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift track. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, Okay, so he actually does have an alibi, I'm pretty sure. Or I'm getting ahead of myself again. Let me check this. If you don't want your truth, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. Oh, yeah. Okay. Bring $50,000. So maybe you were at KB Security at 1 a.m. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to that first statement though, because I think I do have to press this part. Wife! I've got my reasons with the way, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's press it. So why are you withholding truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests. It's criminals.
Well, if that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. She's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic.
So you do have a complicated family situation after all.
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. Okay. Okay. I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen. Okay. Yeah, you do. Got no alibi? You ugly.
Anyway, I've been a judge for a long time. And this is the first time I've ever heard of a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you, I was in Morley Taylor that night. No, that's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse.
Hold on.
What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake.
Well, you're right, but... Ha! You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
Yeah, we do. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie?
Oh, I've never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought it was more confident than angry, but okay.
Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to the court the evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. Yeah, let's air out all the dirty laundry tonight, y'all.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's,
What is it? Let me see.
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
A blackmail?
According to this letter, at 1 o'clock in the morning, on the night of the crime, Mr. Ron Delight was ordered to go to the offices of KB Security.
1 o'clock in the morning?
Correct. Which is around the time the security camera photo was taken. So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway. A very reliable witness, Larry Butts.
Well, Mr. Godo, do you have anything to say?
Sip.
And stop drinking that coffee.
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godo. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it, I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Mr. Wright, it's true that I received that blackmail letter, but whether or not I actually went there is a whole different story, right? I mean, sorry if I'm sounding dramatic. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
Ha! That was brilliant! Oh well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
Stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence. Demonstrate to the court that Mr. Delight actually went to KB Security that night. Yeah. Let's
Found in KB Security building. Wait, Ron's wallet was found in the KB Security building at around 1 a.m. the night of the crime. Well, that was too easy. They just spelled it out for me, didn't they? Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Well, Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No. Look, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Yeah, it's court of law, Your Honor. Anyway, Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet? Well, let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night. No!
This is indeed sad. Romanticists are blind to the reality that lies before them. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Why did Mr. Delight drop his wallet at KB Security? What purpose did it serve? Perhaps it was dropped by his wife to create a false alibi for her dear husband instead. I mean, sorry, but Mr. Delight probably dropped it himself when he went to use this. The key card to KB Security's CEO's office. CEO's office? I mean, what's wrong? No, snappy comebacks? The fact is that Mr. Delight entered the CEO's office around 1 o'clock that night a.m. Night. No! Order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... well, let's just say my Godo blend number 107 impresses me a lot.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company? But did you actually investigate the CEO at all?
No, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that.
Not sure what I think of. At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what to think of it myself. You claim the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There is someone else who can testify. I'm pretty sure... This is the person who can testify that the key card was used at 1 a.m. that night. Is it Jesse?
Yeah,
you know what? I actually don't remember.
Oh,
Larry. Larry Butts.
Who is this useless-looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor? Very familiar.
No, not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile, phlegm start to rise in my throat.
It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this key card. Yup, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this is the one for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there is no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. We got him. There's a lot of waffling on my part. Let me tell you.
Oh well, Mr. Godo.
The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bully. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. Oh no, 2 keycard datas floating around.
So what does it show?
Each keycard has its own. Someone's playing games. Each keycard has its own serial number that they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, This card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Well, there you go. Airtight alibi, my dude.
Well, but that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Masked Star Damask in this photo.
Ha! Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew up a good cup of joe. So then, come on. Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KV Securities, CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it is impossible for the defendant to be Masked Star Damask.
Good job! You did it, Nick!
Yeah!
Well, that's quite enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections? I'm waiting.
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Court is now adjourned.
Yeah, we did it. That's the end of the case. Right? Okay, October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4.
Nick, you did it!
You were right after all.
Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself.
Nicky boy! Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Well, thanks, Miss Delight. I know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, pearls! Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, well, she's nobody. She's just, duh.
You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ouch! She slapped me, and I don't know how. She's like 2 feet tall. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought, going behind the back of your own client.
No! Look, you got it all wrong.
I'll never forgive you!
Oh, a double slap.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back, and the thief's been caught, and
you're so right. And it's all thanks to Nicky boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case. Then why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, honey. I know that, and I appreciate it, Tessie. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. Oh, hey. Hey, dude, what's up? He's just a little he's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godo, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh. Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Wait, you know, where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, buddy? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean, no. That's right, amigo. At the same time, that cheap little urn was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or, have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? On October 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron D. Light was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbued with rage? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Employee of KB Security? Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief. It's gonna be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way. He can't be the thief, cause he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, but I am a thief. I tell you, I'm the thief. Ron DeLight, you're going back to prison again. This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll be tried for murder. What? Oh, look, he just got tried. Isn't there a law against this? Like, he's got about 5 months until he's tried again. This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from the challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? Maybe quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ronnie!
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? What the heck's gonna happen next? To be continued. Okay, well, I think we can do the first scene of the next area, because, like, I don't usually stop streaming till, like, 1:15, so we have a little bit longer. Yeah, let's see. I have a single drop of water. Do I have time to get more water? Let me go get some water real quick.
I'll be right there. I swear to you. Be right back.
Oh, I thought I turned the mic off. Well, I guess you could hear me getting water. I have some snacks too. None of my sponsored snacks. Not to say that I'm sponsored by anyone. I got some peanut M&Ms. That's what's there. Not my snack of choice, but snick snack paddywhack. All right. Oh no. Okay. Okay, 2 more. So how are you guys this Wednesday? Enjoying the Phoenix, right? I'm surprised I didn't like voice crack more, because my allergies. I took my allergy medicine yesterday at a weird time, so I'm gonna take a different allergy medicine today. So then hopefully I can get back on track with the normal 24-hour allergy medicine. We'll see how that goes. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I had the perfect sound effect for it. I'm a snackoos. Alright. October 13th, 3:02 p.m. Wright Co. Let's go. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started by looking into the KB security murder? I think I'm going to head back to Korean Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the secret urn back and have some people take a look at it. Aw, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Rosa's so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Oh, sacred urn dropped on the ground again. Now remember, no fighting, okay? She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Let's talk, though, first. Let's talk about that sacred urn. Must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But, you know, there's something a little different about it. Don't at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a good look at this. I mean, it clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but, you know, 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Korean Village. Yeah, I suppose. You know, now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Korean Village in a long time. So I guess people still go to Korean Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately? Why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo, just to do that. Channeling dojo? Oh, you know, sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Is that what happened last year? Oh, never mind. Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Karain technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being the master of Karain's gonna be a heavy responsibility. Oh, you have no idea, Phoenix. You have no idea. Okay, let us, do we have anything to present to her? You can give her the Magatama. Okay, no, I think we're good. Alright, so we just have a little more time left. Let us do some walking. Let's go see our... Is that what you say? Let's go see our client? Yeah, let's go see our client. October 13th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. I already told you it's not me! A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into the silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, and we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Does he though? He just looks like he's hiding something in his mouth. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. Let's move. Okay. Yeah, let's just go to his house, I suppose. October 13th, Mask Star to Mask's hideout. Wink. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya! Miss Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Miss Delight had such a vulnerable side. Let's talk. Let's talk. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. I mean, it's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that! Anyway, Miss Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Miss Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't even the thieving type. Like, he's so honest, he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. The very idea. You know, I guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be like such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? What? For you? Oh, okay. Well, let's just go through everything. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. The worst. There's nothing I hate more than a cowardly man. By the way, why did you go into Detective Atmey's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious, and I went there to try and find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Master to Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atmey knew more about Master to Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said, the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into the hideout. You know, I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. See, that's what we were kind of doing until we knew for sure it was him. Mr. Light, do you know anything about KB Security? Don't be silly. Of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there. And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me, did you know? Ron Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. Oh god, she doesn't know. Looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. Yes, Maya, I know. Shush. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes... Oh. This is Phoenix. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast? Are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride or something? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass. Thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick! Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Wait, no. We gotta ask about this. This is some gossip. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but like, Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind of just like curl into a little ball in a corner, so you know, I fought back. Robbers? Yeah, they took me hostage. I was like so frightened. They were both carrying like these huge knives, and like I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yeah, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and like screamed in their faces. Please, stop it! He screamed, and I could see the robbers' faces like turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Like, you know, annoys them. Then, like, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he like attacked the two robbers. All by himself! He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared. He was like crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow. You know, that's actually a great story. Yeah, he may not look it, but like in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. Maya, you have. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Gulp. Alright, well, Maya wants to be taken hostage again, apparently. So yeah, because that kind of happened in Phoenix Wright too. Do we have anything we should show her? Probably not, I guess. I mean, we can show the wallet. I don't know if she'll say anything. That's Ronning's wallet. Found at the KB security on the night of the murder. Oh, he went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime scene. Okay. Alright. Let us... Got like 5 minutes left. Go to the CEO's office. He's just letting us in. October 13th. Wait. Wasn't October 13th not too long ago? Wow, this is like a couple days later. Topical. KB Security CEO's office. So, I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything?
Hey, it's you guys!
Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe.
Oh gosh. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made a real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Oh, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, you know...
Oh, that was good! You guys got what you deserve, pal. Oh.
Or something, you know, to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
If the gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway. Point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like, wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
No, okay, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start some investigating. Alright, maybe we should talk first, though. It's always good to talk.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay, but, the thing is, really not supposed to.
Aw, hey, come on! What about, like, you know, how about we put our hearts into our work and all that? Things are really working against us right now and we really, like, need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Jeez, like, just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
Look, the victim's name is Kane Buller. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was like 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room.
Happened at exactly the same time Master Mouse was stealing the urn. Autopsy report added to the court record.
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe.
Safe? Oh, well, yeah, it is pretty big.
Nobody had heard from him, and, you know, when they opened the safe this morning, out he came.
Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more
information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Detective Atmey, his favorite person.
So, what happened to Master Mask?
He's at the detention center, screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling.
No. I didn't mean, like, him. He's not the real thief anyway, right?
Oh, you mean like that detective Atmey? Ha! Ha ha ha! Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Ha!
Well, now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atmey was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. Now that's how you just knew he was a thief.
I would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about.
Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's just this one thing I still can't figure out about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tear of a Memnon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, look, I saved the newspaper clip. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Hey! This guard here, hadn't I seen him somewhere before? Like, he looks kind of familiar. Pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it. Okay. Alright, last one, and then I'll have to end it. Ooh, that prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight?
Yeah, I think he did that. I think he did it that way because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Godo? He's quite the enigma, huh? Thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. Just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere.
That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
And it's true, according to the records anyway, but, no way he's an amateur. He's a nice man in court. A maverick that gave me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just, turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
No, that's not what I meant.
Godo guy acts like he knows me and has, a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of, dark secret. Alright. And that's where I will, finish for today. I had, a poll and it didn't work, but, I guess, I don't know if we have to say mask start a mask at all any after this, but, yeah. But yeah, so anyway, once again, thanks for joining. This, as I said, this is kind of a reward stream. I finished my comic, and I fixed all the typos, so if you like, supernatural slice of life comics, you can check out my webtoons. I'm Mena-Bun on there, kind of like it says on my tag. And I would appreciate you checking it out. I will be back tomorrow at the same time playing this game. So if you enjoyed Phoenix Wright, come back tomorrow. Same time, same place. I may have another funny video to watch at the beginning too. If I didn't get taken down by this one. Anyway, alright. Have a awesome Wednesday, and I will see you next time. Bye!